Are you tired of those nagging shoulder knots that just don't seem to go away?
Well, you're in luck because today we're going to show you some 60-second relief techniques that can, look at that, get rid of pain, knots, and all that tightness that we really don't like.
So in this video, we're actually going to take a trip down memory lane first and go back in time to when Bob and Brad presented a lot of good information on how to get rid of these muscle knots, but make sure to stick around after because we got some bonus tips for you.
That's right. So here we go. We're going to get ready for the trip down memory lane. Sam, are you ready? It's the first time Sam's never done it before. So get ready.
He might throw up.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
60-second stretches to get the knots from your shoulders and your traps and your upper back. Oh, you know,
It's kind of the tension area of the body for a lot of people.
right. It shows up there, doesn't it?
Yep.
So, and we know you don't have time for this. You don't have time for pain.
Right.
So we're going to give you just fast ones you can do, throughout the day.
It's not fun. It wastes time.
Right.
It gets you ornery.
Right.
We don't need that.
I'm glad you said ornery, not whatever. First one, Brad, is just a simple one. This is the one you can do throughout the day. Not only does it kind of release the tension a little bit, but it puts you in good posture.
Sure.
So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your shoulders up, you're going to bring them back, and you're going to squeeze them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Up, back, squeeze together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Do you have to go like this?
It helps. It does.
I just wonder. I want to clarify it, Bob.
All right, next one, Brad. This one's a little more complicated, so you're going to have to follow along.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do it.
So you're going to elevate the shoulder.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this one. He doesn't even like this one, I don't think. Elevate the shoulder, bring it back, bring the neck back, ear to shoulder, and then turn away. And then tighten while you're doing it.
So it's tightening all these muscles that are already tight, and the idea is if you tighten them up a
You
muscle,
you fatigue it out. You're trying to fatigue it.
then it will relax afterwards.
Okay, I'll do this one more time on this side. So you bring the shoulder up, back, neck back, ear to shoulder, turn away, tighten.
You're turning away from the shoulder. Okay,
Yeah. You got to make the face too, Brad.
And make the face.
Okay, so we're going to do the other one now.
Yeah.
Shoulder up, back, neck back, ear to shoulder, and tighten.
Yeah. There's a lot of little.
Yeah, a lot of little turns and
We'll have a
twists to
test
that
on
one,
that
so.
next week.
All right, another one is again, this one works for posture, but it also, a lot of times the knots are coming from the neck.
Sure.
And so we want you to do some chin tucks. We've shown these a million times, haven't we, Brad?
Well, at least a
We
million.
sound like a broken record.
Yeah, the old standby.
Chin tucks. And then you're going to go ahead and work on some extension too, because a lot of times that'll help relieve it. And if not, if that doesn't feel good, you might do it with a towel. Oh, I brought a towel over already.
Oh, Bob, thank you. I knew you'd get something for me. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Again,
you can go up like that.
yeah, it may not seem like it, but sometimes and it may not be immediate, but you keep doing these and you may find out over a day or two that it starts taking the knots out of your shoulders.
Right.
And if nothing else, it's good for your neck and it's also good for your posture. So,
If for some reason you do that and you get some sharp pains or get some other unusual pains, then it may not be for you, but for the majority of people, it's going to be fine.
now this is the one I've said many times. This is the one that's worked for me, and especially if I start getting some pain up in here, I do the chin tuck and then I bend to that side, and that's all I do, and I do it repeatedly. Like I'll do it every hour, 10 to 15 times.
And I know, I have a feeling what people are going to say they're going to do that, but they say, yeah, but it's stretching the muscle over here.
Yeah, and that's not the idea. We're working on the joints of the neck, and
Sure.
that's what may be sending the pain down into your neck.
Exactly.
Now, I wouldn't do any of these if they really start to hurt. Like I
Right.
wouldn't be doing these into the pain range. And these too, if this makes it worse, stop.
Right.
And you might even try the other direction then.
I mean, you could go a couple, 3 times and it may be irritable, but after that, it should start clearly improving.
Right.
If
You want to say, oh, that is the answer, isn't it? That feels better
Right,
when
put
I
a
do
smile
that.
on your face.
All right. Next one, Brad. This is one you probably can't do in the office very easy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what your office is like. Maybe you can do it. But
I've
we're
got a
doing-
plinth.
We're going to do cat and camel here. So
Now, some
Just like
people are
this.
going to call this else, but we're sticking to cat and camel on this, right?
what do they call it?
Well, I always get confused, and I always apologize to the yoga people, but we're going to call this
Oh, they
the
have
cat
a,
and the
they have a
camel.
name for it, huh?
Right there, we're doing it wrong.
And to
but-
really excessively do it, you want to go ahead and go head down and then head up like this.
Yeah, it's kind of
Head
hard
down.
to see here with Bob's shirt, but if we pull it down, you know, he's getting that arch in the back.
Yeah.
So we're getting full range of motion throughout the back.
Yeah, quite often some of that knots can be coming from the mid-back, the thoracic
Sure,
area, so
yeah.
you want to go ahead and do that. I would say even extensions over over the, you know, on the hallelujah stretch over the, we should probably have a ball though, shouldn't we?
Here you go. Oh my God, Bob. Why?
You're hoping you didn't have to use it,
He
right?
always doesn't tell me so I could get the real ball.
Yeah,
I
that's
always
right.
have to use the one that, it's therapy for Bob though, because he knows the Packers are going to win and beat the Vikings this year.
They're a football team, in case you don't know.
This is actually, this works good, this padded
Yeah.
ball.
I told you, it's a good ball for it.
One that won't work good is like a basketball or something
Right.
hard. Like you need something with some squish
Good
in
squish
it.
to it. This actually is a really good one for knot spread because
Yeah.
you can work it up and down the spine and get
Oh,
the different areas of
exactly.
it. So it works out quite well. All right, where are we at? Next one. Well, let's go ahead and do the wall ones. Lonnie, can you get adjusted over here? Again, this works on posture, and believe it, you know, quite often posture is the problem with the knots.
Right.
So this is tightening up all the muscles, strengthening the muscles, and hopefully maybe giving you some relief. We can just do wall angels. So you're going to bring them up and then down. Just it's
This
tightening
doesn't
all the muscles.
saying that Bob is an angel by any means, but you know it's good to try. See, we're getting those.
Yeah, it really is stretching everything too. I'll tell you. These feel better than you think they do, Brad.
Oh, I believe it, Bob. I'll
Try it.
I'll try it.
Yeah, try
Oh
it.
gosh, yeah, because this is one. I've got those tight shoulders, you know. And
Yeah.
This is pretty challenging for me, but I should probably do this more. I've been working on my pull-ups, Bob.
Yeah, those are great. I actually like the feel of these.
Yeah, it definitely works well. It's
Okay.
a good option.
Another one, you can just put your hands behind your head, elbows to the wall, and you're going to go ahead and stretch like this.
This is a really nice one for that thoracic area, right?
Gets that
there.
area. Again, you find out which ones work for you, and those are the ones you do.
Right, exactly.
Which ones you like. You got the ball in the sock, Brad?
Oh, of course, Bob.
You want to show that one? Rather than whip it at me?
So what we have is a lacrosse ball. A tennis ball works just as well. Depends on what you like. Lacrosse ball is a little harder, a little more aggressive. But the reason you put it in the sock is not to use it for a weapon, but to put it on your back. And you got to put it over that muscle right there. Get it over that trigger point, and between the wall and that trigger point is the ball. And the sock is just so you can position it. And once it's there, you don't need the sock. And right there, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And once you get on it, you can feel it.
You can kind of massage the area like
yeah.
that, or you can just put the pressure on it and hold it and try to get
Stop
that
talking
trigger point
about
to
it.
release.
I'm really hitting a spot right now. It
Sorry
really
to
does.
bother you, Brad, while you're going through your.
It does get it good though. I'm
Yeah, it
telling
does.
you. I'm not.
It gets the spot.
I got to get up over here. Let's go to the next one. I
All
could
right.
be here all day.
Next one, foam roller. This is a really nice foam roller from OPTP. Did I get that plug in good, Brad?
Yeah, it really is.
It's a little softer
Yep.
of a foam roller.
Yep.
It's the softest one I've seen.
It's
different material,
I think
too.
they make one a little softer than that. That might be the medium density. I think they have a low one too.
This is like a rubber almost. isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean,
and look at the color, Bob. It makes you smile.
So you can definitely work things. You can lift up the butt and really work, you know, the upper
Yeah.
shoulders here, and work down into this range in here.
They make a higher density. That's what this one is. It's notably harder, and it's a little more aggressive, and some people do like that.
But do you do this one, Brad? Do you just lie on the roll?
Yep, I like that
Why don't you
line
go ahead
one.
and
It's
show
very
that?
relaxing.
And this, by the way, is also from OPTP. It's called the Pro Roller Arch, and this works nice for this type of activity.
I will do the roll just like you did, Bob, on my upper back.
Sure.
And this is why I like the 3-foot one, because this is one of those things that's when things are, you just want to relax and let the posture go back like this. And I usually go without this, but
Yeah, you don't even need the arch, do you?
there are people that are going to find that that's a little too far down on their head, and putting that in there is more comfortable.
Yeah, and you would actually look better without it.
Oh, thank you. No, for me, I like it down like this. I can do my chin tucks a little bit there, and I'll just lay here and listen to the music or whatever for a couple of minutes at least.
This is good for thoracic outlet
Yeah,
syndrome.
it just
too, by the
lets
way.
those shoulders go back and keeps that spine in good alignment. So
Yep.
there you go.
All right. Couple more products. We thought we'd finish up with products, that it may be helpful. This is the back knobber, I believe.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, and there's also TheraCane. We're not, particular to one type of cane, but
They both work well.
yeah, I really like these things. I mean, I
Yeah.
keep one around the house. In fact, we have one of the TheraCanes around here, and my other therapist was just saying that he thinks nursing came and got it because
Yeah,
they'll come and get it, and you can hit the spot. You can hit the spot and even work on turning while you do it.
Yep.
It seems to help. I know you like to really lay down and crank on it, don't you, Brad? Like you get underneath like this.
Yeah, I don't have one of those at home, but if I want to get into something, that's what I'll
This
do.
you can really leverage it.
Yeah, lay right down flat once, Bob.
Well, I'll let you do it. I'm not sure how you do it. Oh, I see. You're getting your low back on that one,
Well,
too.
yeah, but you can go either way. But, it just takes just a little bit. I mean, you got a lot of leverage there. Wow. This is much more aggressive than the ball on the wall. But if I hold that there for a while, it's starting to relax. Good. That's the key to
Brad.
this stuff. Okay.
So we are back in the present, and we have a bonus tip what actually helped Bob's shoulder pain more recently than however old that video was. And this advice comes from our friend Rick Olderman, who is a physical therapist and kind of taught us these lessons. So the important thing with shoulder pain and shoulder blade pain or muscle knots in here is that you want to elevate your shoulders up and get them in a relaxed position. Notice when I'm sitting here with the armrest low like this or even in my lap, you could see how much tension I have in my upper trap here, pulling on my shoulders. This is going to cause some muscle knots and discomfort in these areas. So what we want to do is raise up your armrest if you happen to have an adjustable chair. This will take tension off of it. You can see the difference a lot if I'm like this right now. This is easing any shoulder pain or tension and can help get rid of those muscle knots as well. But some people don't have these chairs.
Right. And of course, we're talking about working at a computer workstation where your hands are up on the keyboard for long periods of time. And that's when it really adds up, and you have head forward posture, and all those things can really create knots that are no fun. So what do you do if you have a chair like this with armrests that do not elevate? You simply go to the bedroom, take a couple of pillows, fold it in half. This works. It's very comfortable. And you're going to use a soft, cushy pillow to elevate that shoulder and take the same stress off that Mike mentioned using the system he had with a nice work chair that already has that. And you put that in there, and they're nice and comfortable. Now, if you find this really helps, like it did with Bob, then it's a matter of modifying your chair. I think Bob actually took some soft
Foam pads and put it on his armrest
He
because
duct taped him on, actually.
he's a tall giant, so he needs more height than me. I'm just a normal folk here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it also works good in recliners as well. If the armrests are too low, or a couch, you could do the same thing. You maybe don't have to tuck it in like that. If I'm on my couch sometimes and this one bothers me, sometimes I'm getting older. But I'll put a pillow like this on the armrest right here, and I feel good.
There you go. So the whole idea, elevate, take the weight of the arms off of those muscles in the shoulders, makes a humongous difference. Easy to do, very cheap, and nice.
You know, one
option.
problem I have,
What?
though, is when I do this, then the cats want to sit here, so
Well, the cats have priorities, so you'll just have to live with it.
I'll have to suffer for the next 1,000
right.
years. Anyway, if you want to check out more videos, specifically having more stretches, you can click the video link on the screen, 7 upper back stretches for pain relief.
That's right. So get a little stretching action going with those muscles. Have a good day.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.